Hey, we got a different feel. We're going with something totally different. No boring packs, no slagging off EA. We're going to celebrate. Yes, a nice blue top, joined by a beautiful bald man. We will be picking our best 11 for Team of the Year. It's been flying around Twitter. We did record this yesterday, but because of this bald man, we had to do it again. I am joined today by the one UK. Got his own YouTube channel. He's in the description. He's in the title. Probably won't be in the thumbnail because there's no way of getting a good picture of him that stands out in HD. And you guys just don't want to see that. Luke, how are you doing, brother?
I'm okay. This is the second try now. Make sure that we're recording properly this time, Rob, so we don't have to do it again, eh?
Yeah, your audio just didn't come through. It was terrible for some reason.
Yeah, it happens, doesn't it? We're part timers, aren't we?
It's because you got too excited. You got too excited for beating Wigan, didn't you? That's what the problem was.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
But the thing is, I had the most perfect team of the year, and you've now just gone and ruined that.
Questionable,
So,
questionable. It's lucky they ain't gonna see. Hopefully, you've fought this time and actually changed around.
well, I put about an extra 4.2 seconds of thought into it this time, so you
Yeah.
never know. Guys, we are going with a little. I can't even talk. I'm about to say we're doing a podcasty episode today, and I'm struggling to speak, so probably not the best timing to do it. Let me know if you guys do enjoy this. If you do enjoy it, I suppose we can do this once a week, talk FIFA. We can do one on Luke's channel. We can do whatever. If you guys are enjoying it, just smash the like button. Let us know in the comments if you do enjoy it. Anyway, Luke,
Yep.
would you like to go first?
Okay, that's fine. I'll go first. This one's tricky because goalkeepers are always hard. Do you go off what they've won, who got the most clean sheets in their division, like their league? Which one do you go for? It's it's hard, but I'm gonna go with Allison. I think if he wasn't in goal for Liverpool, I think they would have been worse off than they was. Where they only finished, I think 7 or 6.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah,
Um,
7-6.
and so if he wasn't in net for most of them shots that he saved, they would have been further down the league. So I've got to give it him. It's a tough one. I like to give it Ederson for the obviously for the Champions League final and everything. But I just think Alisson just outshows him by keeping Liverpool in the top 7, should we say?
Are you like that Tate geezer's brother? Give it him, end the season.
Yeah,
Worst
that's it.
accent I've ever done, but yeah.
That's it. That's it. We don't like to give anything about Liverpool or Man City fans to give their players the credit, but credit is where credit's due, really, isn't it?
Fair enough. So I've stuck with my decision. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Ederson. So for me, as a goalkeeper, when you've won the treble, like the treble, Premier League, the Champions League, and the FA Cup, it's a clean sheet in the final of the Champions League final and the FA Cup final. Played a big, big part in the Champions League finals. Made some big saves at the end. For me, I don't feel like there's any other option. Like, I understand Allison was good and stuff like that, but personally, I like to pick my stuff on what you've achieved throughout the year.
Yeah.
So I just can't see past Edison. I really can't. I know Allison keeps him out the Brazil side and that. I think that's another argument to have on another day. But personally, for me, I'm going with Edison. He made some big saves, as I said, in the Champions League final. And to me, it's all about moments. And that's why you get in the team of the year on your moments that are remembered. So I'm locked in. I'm going with Edison.
That's a fair shout, mate. I wouldn't have. If it is between them two, let's be honest. The keepers that they've put out, you know, Samba, Cole, but like they're just not good enough. You could have had Nick Pope in there, and to even put even a more shout into the goalkeeper section. But
Mm.
when you've got them two at the front, it's a no-brainer that it's going to be one of them, I guess.
Okay, cool. Would you like to go first on defenders, or shall I lead the role?
You can lead the way then.
Right, cool. I'm going to stick with what I said yesterday. I'm going with the same man. I'm going with at right back. I'm probably going to get some hate in the comments for this. I'm going with John Stones. Personally, when Pep Guardiola hit the form with City, so did this man. It was all down to this man playing from right back to then take that role into the midfield. I don't even know what it was called, but with Cancelo leaving, I genuinely feel that he didn't get many assists, he didn't get many goals, but he was a huge, huge part of the machine that was rolling. and that machine rolled all the way to the treble. If I mentioned that the City won treble, did you know that? You did know that, didn't you?
Now, no, no, no. Erased their treble because there's only one treble.
Well, you
That's
did
good
have a
enough to
chance.
be talked about, you know.
You had the chance to stop it, you just didn't. But he played such a huge role. I can't even tell you what role he played in that tactic. It was just never seen before. I don't think it'll ever be. Well, I think it will be done again at some point, but it will always be known as the John Stones role. And personally, that's going to write the change. That's going to write the change of history. That's going to write its way into history. And personally, that's why he's going in right back for my team of the year.
That's a fair share. I think there's one person that's trying to do it, and that's Trent. So we'll see who does it before him. I think Stones is a great shade. There's no disagreement. I don't think anyone can hate on that. Um, but maybe my choice might take away the hate a bit. I'm gonna go with Frimpong. I
Thing is,
think he's been excellent.
I'm
I've
seeing a lot of
just
people go for Trent, and I don't understand it. Like they finished
I,
seventh.
I can't like Liverpool. I understand, and their fans are outrageous. I have a lot that come into my stream, and as soon as you talk about them,
They're
it's
everywhere.
like
You can't escape them.
they don't see. I understand Trent is an excellent player. There's no doubt in that, but he can't defend. So why am I going to pull him in my right back or anything in my defence? He doesn't benefit me. He's doing what, like you said earlier about Stones. He's now been pushed onto that role, but he's just not there yet. So, in my opinion, he should be staying away from Team of the Year.
So why Frimpong?
I think what he did last year for Bayer Leverkusen, going off. I'm no expert in the Bundesliga. I don't watch it, but off playing FIFA, got a lot of informs, played really well. And now for the start of this year, well, last year, should we say now, because we're in 2024, there's 16 games. They're, I think, second or top of the Bundesliga. Him, Grimaldo, Xhaka, Wirtz have all like just bloomed into this players, and now them just dominating a league that we only thought two teams was going to be capable of winning it, and they've come out of the woodwork and just smashed it. So I just think over the last 15, 16 games, he deserves a shout. So, and there's no other, you can question Stones in there as well, but I'm just going to stick with a natural right back.
Okay, cool. Sound. So we've gone with two completely different players. I think this is the beauty of it, to be honest with you. My voice keeps going, probably like your hair, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
But yeah, regardless. Right, I'm on your screen. Would you like to go with the first centre half?
Okay, my first centre half is gonna be Diaz.
Okay.
Solid as a rock, and just treble. Like without, like I said earlier, it's hard to go off what they've won, but he played a big part in the treble. And just solid, just absolute solid. What more can you say? It's just Ruben Diaz, isn't
You're right, mate.
he?
You're right. He's probably the worst walkout to get unless he's a special card. I think I pick him every episode, every stream, every day of my life. But you know what? You're right. I'm gonna just put him in. He was one of my picks. You're right. And yes, okay. Treble winners. I've got three Man City players in there. If you don't like it, deal with it. I don't care. I've got a blue shirt for City. All right. In the comments, if that's your problem. All right. But we're gonna stop that there, and I'm gonna go with another centre back. And this man plays for Arsenal. It is William Saliba. I'm looking through the list, and yes, I have changed from yesterday. I don't know if you've noticed. Yesterday I did
Uh,
go with
yeah.
Kim Hing Jae, but I've changed my mind. I had to go with Diaz. William Saliba, personally, I think if he didn't get injured and didn't have fitness problems towards the end of the season, I think we wouldn't even be talking about treble winners. I think they would have gone on to win the league. He played a massive role in that team, and he didn't come from absolute nowhere, but he genuinely wasn't. Let's say, like, look, This time last year, I don't think he was spoken about the way he is now. He changes the way Arsenal play. He changes the way when he's there, they're a lot more confident. He just changes their whole system, and personally, that's why I think he deserves a Team of the Year card.
And that's why he's in mine as well. I literally cannot agree anymore. Like you said, if he didn't get injured, we wouldn't be talking about a treble winning side in Man City because Arsenal, when they lost him, it was like how Man City lost De Bruyne, you know, but Arsenal just haven't got that ability to do what Man City did. If they lost a big player, that they've got other players that come in and half support. So, like, not obviously no one's as good as De Bruyne or Haaland for Man City, but Alvarez can step in. He can get goals. You're asking Ben White or whoever it was that went in for Arsenal's role, and he just doesn't fill the shoes of Saliba. They haven't got that physical stance. They haven't got the pace, and that's where I think Arsenal lost out. And that's why he's in my team of the week, team of the week, team of the year.
Strong Team of the
And
Week.
I know, and what he's doing so far for Arsenal this year is just brilliant. So, yep, now Van Dijk.
Cool. So you've flip flopped with me again. Do you want to go? Do you want to go with your left back?
Yeah, my left back. Okay, I've said this. I said this yesterday. I'm going to say it again. There is no left back on here that I truly believe deserves a big, massive shout.
Yeah.
Grimaldo, I think, played more of a centre mid role for Bayer Leverkusen. I think he did what Stones is doing, like how you said about Man City. I think he plays more in the centre mid. So my left back is Bastoni from Inter Milan. I think getting to the final with Inter Milan, he was a big part of that. And I don't think I need much to say about him. If you know ball, if you know anything about it, he was one of the reasons Inter Milan even got as far as they did. He was just a rock solid at the back. I'm one of them. I like to stick with left backs and right backs for the team of the year, but no left back deserves more of a shout than he does. So he's going in for me.
You talk about people knowing ball, but you're from Birmingham and support Man United.
Just outside Birmingham.
So
Just outside
even
Birmingham.
further away from Manchester then.
Yeah, even further away from Manchester.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Not judging you. Well, I am. But yeah. Right. You said it. Personally, I'm going to be completely selfish and I'm going against the whole grade. Who would I rather pack as a left back for Team of the Year? Of course, we know who it's going to be. It's going to be Theo Hernandez. Yep. I think he's going to be in there anyway. At the end of the day, it goes off who people want in Team of the Year, not the actual Team of the Year, let's be honest. And I just think he's a great left back. He's consistent every year. Even in that France team, when people were saying he was looking a little bit shaky and stuff like that, I just think they was being picky. Especially with football Twitter, I feel like they can just find one little weakness and run with it. Personally, I just think he's a great player. I don't know too much about AC Milan. Yes, they did get to the semis. He played a big part in that. Not enough to get to the final. They did miss out on the big day, but that's my left back personally. And I've got no ball. I can't even talk. I can't even got a voice, let alone ball knowledge. So that's my team of the year, left back. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Right, I will. I'll take the floor since I'm on my screen. And my first centre mid, I'm gonna lock it in as the safest bet. It's gonna be Rodri. Personally, if you get off the Messi parade, the Messi team bus, I think this man should have won the Ballon d'Or. The goal in the final, again, it was just as good as John Stones. He scored some big goals last year on the way to the title. If he's not in that team, they go to shit. And he's shown that this year. He has shown that this year. He's been out of the team. Phillips has come in, hasn't been good enough. And in that Man City system, he is such a big core in it as well as Stones. And personally, that's why he's my DM. I made a joke yesterday at football that I think he should win the Ballon d'Or, forgetting that there's already been a Ballon d'Or. But personally, I kind of expected him to win it. But I suppose it's all about Messi and what FIFA want.
Wow. Oof,
So
that's it,
over,
eh?
over to you.
I am gonna change from yesterday. I am gonna put. Actually, do you know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna stick to my guns, and I truly believe these deserve it a little bit more. So I'm going to put Bellingham in my CDM role. We know he's going to be in everyone's anyway, so that's just a safe one. But what a young man! I can't believe he's younger than me. He's more mature than me, and what he's doing in the Real Madrid shirt is just unbelievable.
I think he's not
So,
much younger than you. It was your 50th yesterday, wasn't it? Something. Was it 50?
but looking by my hair, yeah.
I've never met a man who's got a worse hairline than me. And here we are.
I used to have I used to stress.
I know we're all looking at the display picture. How's this
I'm growing
Discord?
it back.
Is this? Am I in the wrong Discord? Am I in the wrong group?
I'll grow it back soon. I'll have a mullet.
So I tell everyone, don't worry about it. Well, I'm going to be a bit of a cop out. When I say cop out, as you said, there's no arguing it. It's going to happen. Let's
Yeah.
find him. Where is he? Mr. Jude Bellingham. Personally, future Ballon d'Or winner, future World Cup winner, future Euro winner, and future Champions League winner. Jude Bellingham. Shall I take the floor again, or would you like to go?
Uh, you take the floor, and then I'll explain my last two because they might be a little bit rogue to what everyone's
I swear,
expecting them.
if there's any fucking West Ham players in this, I'm gonna cut it off and it's done. Right? I don't want to see it. Talking of West Ham players, I'm gonna go with Declan Rice. I'll slag myself off. Personally, as much as I dislike the club, I am quite close to the club because of the family and stuff like that. This guy was a machine. He's totally worth every single penny. Didn't really win anything last year, but well, he did. He won the Euro. What am I talking about? He won that Tesco Cup, that European Cup, whatever it is. I know my West Ham mate's watching this and he's probably absolutely fuming at me now. I sit next to him in work and he's probably throwing his lunch at at the screen as we speak. But he's in there. He has to be. He played a big part in that. I feel like even his loyalty towards the club was fantastic. Left at the right time, took the right money, took the right move. Personally, I think it was between him, Arsenal and City. He wanted to stay in London. I feel like he can be more of a club legend at Arsenal if he stays there long enough. And he's just a ridiculous player. He's just absolutely ridiculous. And as I said about Bellingham, I think this is another guy. I'm not saying he's going to go on to win the Ballon d'Or and stuff like that, but yeah, he's just going to win so many
I'll,
honours.
I'll, I will say Jude Bellingham will win the Ballon d'Or. I will.
I think he
I
will.
believe it.
Well, we said this, we did say this about Mbappe and stuff like that, and he's still yet to deliver.
Well,
So
yeah, that is
we will
true.
see. So let's go and see your absolute
Oh,
world
okay.
record.
Okay. Before I say it, and people know, if this was the Premier League team of the season, Rodri would be in mine. But it's the team of the year, and I do not want him in mine. I just think these players deserve more of a shout, and it's just what I think deserves more. I'm gonna put Bowen in. What he did for West Ham was just unbelievable. What he's still doing for West Ham is unbelievable, and I don't know how a big team. I'm not saying West Ham is not big,
No,
but I
they're
don't
not.
know.
They're not. They're not.
Like you say, Man City, Liverpool, Man United, even my team, Arsenal. How no one has even thought of buying him is just outrageous. I think he deserves. I don't know why he's in our centre mids. I don't know why he's in our mid. He's more of a winger or striker. But my strikers just outweigh him in this bit. But he deserves a shout, so I've got to pull him in. And the
Yeah.
next one
Go on.
is Barella.
Okay. Okay. Any
And
reason? Just
the
Barella.
same as Bastiles. He was the spine. Bastiles was centre back. He was the centre mid. I truly believe if Inter Milan had a better striker than Lukaku, they would have won that game, hands down.
Mm.
But they didn't. But he deserves the shout, in my opinion. I think he played really well all through the tournament, and I think he even played well in Syria as well.
In Syria? Went to
Um,
Syria. What's he doing in
Syria,
Syria?
Syria. I don't know. It's
It's weird. They went to
Rob's.
Chelsea away for a bit as well, didn't they? It's weird.
Yeah,
But
that's it.
yeah,
But
I watch Jared Bowen every week because I take my son over there, and he's unbelievable. Personally, when Liverpool were knocking on the door for him, I think this time last year, maybe 18 months ago, I thought, what are they doing? Let him go there. But personally, him and Kudus, I think Kudus might be in here for a few years. Not while he's at West
Yeah.
Ham, but yeah, I can understand why he put Bowen in. Personally, I wouldn't put him in my team of the year. If it was, as you said, if it was Premier League team of the season, I'd agree with you. But to be in the team of the year, I think is absolutely insane. And I hope he doesn't get one, so we will not live it down with the family. Right, on to the forwards. I'm going
Well,
to start. I'm going to lock one in. I think we can just. It's not even worth talking about it. I don't think you'll put him in. You just seem to be ignoring City. It's like you're just trying to lock out what they done last year in your head.
I take it you're talking about the robot.
The robot, Erling Haaland. What
And
a
not Peter
player!
Crouch.
His hero card.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just a joke. He's just yeah.
He's
What do we
unbelievable.
say? What do we? What is
He's
it worth saying?
just
Is there anything even worth saying about him?
just crazy, isn't it? Just these numbers. I don't understand how he didn't even. I don't understand how Messi beat him to the Ballon d'Or. I just think you've come to the Premier League, and let's be honest, he did make it look like a farmers' league with all them
Yeah.
goals,
No,
and
100%. He's unbelievable.
he
He's a joke. I've
and
got nothing else to say. Like, just anyone ever argues, I'll just show them his goals last year. Like, what?
yeah,
What?
just it's just madness. But
I take it you've put him in as well, then.
yeah, he's always going to be there, isn't he?
Very cool. I'm going to go with my second pick. And I see on Twitter, they was like, oh, no one's going for this guy. And I don't understand why. And yeah, I do understand why. Harry Kane. What a year this man has had. Okay, he hasn't won anything. But look at that Spurs team that was falling apart. They probably would have finished about 15th, 16th without this guy. I think he got 20 goals, 20 assists, something like that. It was something outrageous. I do in the FPL team, he was just converting every week. Chance after chance, pass after pass. I'm looking forward to hearing Bellingham, especially like players like Rice who have matured, just coming together, and as well as John Stones. I think we're going to have a successful Euros, and I generally think this man's going to be able to go and do it now. Now he's done it at a huge club, at a big team. Very disrespectful to Spurs. Deal with it in the comments. But yeah, again, it's like Haaland. He's on. I think he's on the same level as Erling Haaland. I really do think he is.
Yeah, that is a fair share. I just there's nothing more that you can say about Harry Kane. He just needs to win something, doesn't he? I think it's a
Yeah.
shame that he hasn't won anything,
As long as he
if
doesn't win
in
anything
my
pathetic like
opinion.
the Carling Cup. Imagine shame winning the Carling
I
Cup.
know, I know. Needs to win something big. Champions League looks like they're gonna might be comfortable. Bayern look good this year.
I swear, if there's
So
any more West Ham players in this, I'm walking away.
I don't think there is any more, is there? I don't
I
think there
can't
are
do it. It's
any up the
impossible.
top. I just want to straight
Impossible.
a big shout out to the non-Man United players as well.
Because you
I'd have
just,
liked, I'd like to
who would
Rashford
be in
or
there from
Bruno
United?
or
Who do you
you
think would
know.
be in there?
I think let's if I'm being honest, Bruno and the way Rashford played for the last half of the season probably deserves a bit more of a shout. If you let's be honest, I'm not saying you're going to pick them, but if you look down the line of
No, you're
these,
right. There is some
and
names there that I
you're
don't
looking at
understand.
Grealish that didn't really do nothing for City, um, and you look at Lee Kangin for PSG, Moani, you look at all these big player names, Brady, Morata, like, and but not a Man United player that won a cup. I know everyone puts it off as a rubbish cup, but not even to be a shout. Same with Newcastle as well. I think their players
Morata,
deserved.
like, why is Morata in there? I don't understand it.
You tell me,
It's insane.
but
It's absolutely
you
insane.
know,
Personally, I think all these cards are going to be in packs anyway because of the way EA do stuff.
yeah,
They're all going to be in there, and I don't know. I feel like Messi will be more of an SBC because of the Ballon d'Or
like
winner.
I've seen a lot put him in because obviously he won the Ballon d'Or, but
Yeah,
I
I
just
feel
can't
bad
agree
for
with
not.
him.
I feel bad for not putting him in, but I just don't think he deserves it. I really
I
don't.
just can't agree with you.
But yeah, I personally think we'll see him as an SBC. To be honest with you.
Yeah, maybe 30 something squads.
And I think we'll get a flashback. We'll get about a flashback with Ronaldo as well. I think.
I hope not. They did that last year, didn't they?
Yeah. So who are you going with?
It's it's a tough one. I've been thinking about this more than anything, but I'm gonna stick because I'm struggling. I'm gonna stick with Son.
Okay.
I just think, him and Kane last year, like he's another one that deserves a big trophy, a big celebration, a big payout, a big everything. Like, is there anyone more like just beautiful in the game of football than Son? I truly believe he's one of the favourite players that everyone says if you meet Son, you'd love him straight away. I just think what he does for
Sus.
Tottenham is just unbelievable. And now Harry Kane's gone, and he's picked up the slack, took the captain on, and still doing what he did. I just can't leave him out. I just can't.
Okay, cool. I think that's fair. Bit out there, but I think it's fair. So since I'm on your screen, would you like to complete the squad with the main man?
So mine's in between
Whoa, whoa,
Harry
whoa, whoa.
Kane
Oh, okay. You haven't gone with Kane, have you?
and yeah, so mine's in between Harry Kane and Mbappe. Harry Kane and Mbappe.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with him though. I think he deserves a big shout. Kane, like you said, there's not. I don't need to touch on it, but Mbappe, he's always going to be in it. Let's be honest. He's the one that carries the French league that everyone looks in when you play PSG. It's Mbappe. You've got to worry about. There's no one really. I know you've got Ousmane Dembele, but I just think he gives more of a threat. And let's be honest, if it was him that was 1-on-1 with Martinez in the World Cup final in the 93rd minute, he's putting it away, and he gets his second World Cup,
Well,
in my
he
opinion.
got a hat trick. It was. I know it was last year, weren't in that year. But if we're talking about what Messi done and why Messi should be in there, then
Yeah,
Mbappe has to be in there as well. It's absolutely insane.
exactly.
But
Exactly.
right, I'm locking mine in. I've gone with Mbappe as well. But yeah, guys, let us know in the comments below what you think. I think there's a few dodgy shouts in there, definitely. I don't know why Jared Bowen's even in this conversation. It's something I thought I'd never say in my life. But Luke, where can we find you then?
You can find me on YouTube. It's the One UK. Um, yeah, everything is basically the One UK, and yeah, make sure you subscribe to both of us and comment down below your. I'd like to know what you would change in either squad. That's where, like, if you had a position change in our defense, midfield, and striker, which one would you change? Because I reckon a couple would change mine. In my opinion, but that's why we like football. That's why it's
It's
the
the beauty
best.
of it, isn't it?
It's
It's just a game of opinions and stuff like
everyone
that.
has their own opinion.
But yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed this little podcasty episode, personally I haven't. I've heard some absolute rubbish come out of this guy's mouth. And to be honest with you, after this podcast, he needs to go and brush his teeth because the amount of shit flowing out of it has been unbelievable. But you know what, guys, make sure you check out Luke's channel. He does a lot of pack openings. He had some really dodgy pack opening the other day. I can't remember, it was Pele, was it? I think, yeah, whatever.
Oh, it could
Yeah,
be
it was.
Mbappe,
Yeah, that's
the
what I
one that
thought.
you're always after.
Like the guy got Mbappe and then put him in an SBC. So
Yeah,
what's going on there? Why have you done that?
just teasing you while I knew you was in the stream watching.
No, of course, yeah, of course. Didn't know I was your hero.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, guys, let us know in the comments below what you thought. And you know what? Enjoy Team of the Year. It's going to be a great promo. It's the only reason I'll probably play the game. But, guys,
I'm in.
peace.